This is a collection of stories from the Financial Times, 21st of July 2014. All content belongs to the Financial Times. This is a video for anybody who wants to give themselves a financial education. Hedge fund managers are expected to deliver some of the worst returns since the financial crisis, with concerns of overstretched equity market valuations and rising geopolitical tensions. Some of the biggest losses are registered in global macro funds. Three of China's largest asset management companies, E-Fund Management, Haitong Securities, and CSOP Asset Management, are touring Europe, hoping to bring Chinese-focused funds to European investors by opening subsidiaries in Europe. The group is being toured by Citigroup, looking for potential places to set up UCITS funds. From this week, hedge funds, private equity or real estate funds that want to market their products in the EU will need authorization under the Alternative Investment Fund Managers Directive. The new measure hopes to create more risk management at such funds. The FT says that emerging market frontier countries have borrowed record sums in capital markets in the first half of this year. There are warnings that the debt market euphoria would spell trouble in the future. Some fear that when the developed world's interest rates start to rise, this will be a repeat of last year's taper tantrum. More than half of European banks are using cash allowances to bypass the cap on bonuses to high-paid staff, but this could collide with European banking regulations. Mercer Consulting says that 55% of banks are planning on using allowances to compensate for the cap. Although China is the largest car market and is growing, demand in Brazil and Russia is forecasted by BNP Paribas to fall 6% and 12% respectively. This year, Europe's 5 largest markets together account for 3/4 of the continent's sales. The UK and Germany buy as many cars as they did in 2007. In France, sales are 11% lower than 2007, and Spain and Italy are down 47%. On the 23rd of July 2014, the meeting minutes of the Bank of England's monthly meeting will be published. It is expected to show a unanimous decision to keep interest rates unchanged. South Korea also releases its GDP figures for the second quarter on the 23rd of July. It is predicted to have slowed to 3% from 3.9% from the first quarter. The UK, France and Germany have warned Putin that there will be further sanctions tomorrow unless air accident investigators are given full access to the crash site of MH17. Armed separatists stacked bodies in refrigerated train wagons in Torres. Some diplomats have expressed hope that the disaster will push countries to reach consensus on applying more sanctions. The UK is pushing for immediate extensions of sanctions to Mr. Putin's inner circle. This was resisted by Germany and France until now. The UK and Poland have also proposed an arms embargo on Russia. UK exports to Chile, China and the UAE have grown faster than those to any other country this year. The government aims to double exports to £1 trillion by 2020. Exports to Chile was mostly North Sea oil. However, the US, Germany, Netherlands, France and Ireland remain the UK's 5 largest export destinations. Commerce is the casualty of Sino-Japanese political spats. In December, Shinzo Abe visited the Yasukuni Shrine. Following this, a Japanese bank hoping to set up branches in China, the Sumitomo Mitsui Financial Group, was told that it could either voluntarily withdraw its branch application or have it declined. Foreign direct investment in China is down 50% from the last year. Japanese business people in Beijing say they hope that they can keep politics and commerce separate, but rising oil prices, oil being so critical to China, has made it grow closer to its oil-rich neighbor, Russia. The Chinese have also sold a large part of their holdings in Japanese government bonds. Militia influences in Libyan politics. The Libyan Revolutionary Operations Room, or LROR, is a militia that answers to the Libyan parliament. There is a security vacuum in Libya that has allowed armed extremists to shape the country's future, says the FT. The LROR has repeatedly meddled with political matters, like the brief abduction of the then Prime Minister Ali Zaidan, after LROR leader was arrested by Egyptian police in January. And the group is said to have played a key role in the attack of the international airport in Tripoli. Books are becoming less important in Amazon's business revenues. Revenues from the media division, that include ebooks and music, is growing by 8% a year. Amazon Web Services and ad services are also growing at 57% a year. Thank you for listening.